Welcome, everybody watching. Before I start, I just want to thank you for clicking on this video. By the way, my name is Tristan. The reason I created this channel is because, first of all, I felt called to do so, and also because I really love words. I'm a songwriter, and I love the power that words have. On here, we discuss one word on a daily basis and break down the effects of that word. So what's up, y'all? It's Friday on my end as I put this word together. Wherever you're watching, I am sending nothing but good energy and God's love your way. Okay, so with that being said, today's word is external. Now, what does external mean? All right, well, let me read the definition to you. So it's belonging to or forming the outer surface of structure of something. Let me read that one more time. So belonging to or forming the outer surface or structure of something. All right, so that makes more sense. Okay. So what comes to your mind when you think of the word external? Probably you might think of the outside of something. It could be a building, car, and even ourselves as a person. External is a very important word in this world. We use it a lot. We think about it a lot, even if we don't use it. As humans, we are very aesthetic creatures. We love beauty. We love what is appealing to the eye. In order to get a job at an interview, we have to look the part. It doesn't matter how qualified or knowledgeable we might be. If we don't have the qualified external, and I use that word very carefully, we're probably not going to get it. Most of us don't go into restaurants if the external is not up to our standards. The food could be amazing, but we would never know because the external is the first thing we see as humans. Of course, it's very important to take care of our externals to the best of our abilities. And is it a good thing to be external? Some of you might ask. And I would say absolutely. It's a gift from God. Majority of the time, it gives us an idea of what we can expect for what we might be getting into. The problem that we have with this word is that, just like a lot of things, we take it to the extreme. Like, if that girl doesn't look exactly like this, then I'm not even going to give her the time of day. Or if that guy isn't 6'2", he better look to the left when I walk by. The external can make us so vain that by the end of it, we end up lacking substance. And this is where that quote comes in perfectly. Don't judge a book by its cover. There's so many houses that really look rough on the outside, but the inside would blow you away. Like, the external is deceiving many times. A person could really, look kind in our eyes, but on the inside they have hate and resentment. Whereas a person may look really troubling in our eyes and have nothing but compassion and empathy. Sometimes the things that we overlook are the things that we need most in our lives. Just like our own human bodies. We are covered in flesh and hair on the external, but when you look on the inside, it's probably not as appealing. It isn't as appealing. I've seen the inside of a body. It looks, kind of unattractive. Unless you're a scientist, then maybe you find it fascinating. Or you're into science, I should say. But whatever happens on the inside of our bodies, that's what keeps us alive. That's how the body works. It's where all the work is happening. It forms us just like the definition says. And it ties in nicely with my next point. The external is just a representation of what is inside of us. If we don't nourish our bodies with healthy food products, then eventually our external will show that. And the same goes vice versa. For many years, and even still today as a society in the Western world, we've been so caught up in the lives of the rich and the famous. We see their external lives and believe that they live a carefree life of excess with no worries. As a kid, I thought that celebrities had unlimited black cards and didn't really make mistakes. And now it seems that we live in a time where a lot of people are waking up and seeing differently. People always used to say, oh, he's rich. Oh, yeah, he's good. Oh, yeah, he's fine. Oh, they're rich. They got no problems. Or, oh, yeah, he's got $1 million. What's he worried about? How crazy does that sound? We're talking about human beings. We're seeing that they are human, just like us, and that they have stresses and worries, if not more. No different than you and me. Maybe it is different than you and me, but it's because of the lives they've chosen, or maybe been chosen for them. And it's crazy, and it sounds so ridiculous that we have to remind ourselves that they're human, but we do. I mean, many of us, we live in this world that's like that, based on the external that's presented to us on the TV screens, magazines, billboards, social media. And don't even get me started on race and culture. To be fair, most of us are judgmental and stereotypical. Once we lose our innocence from being children and we grow older, we associate the external of people with what we've been taught and maybe some of our experiences. But how can someone look at you, and I mean you listening, and decide who you are just from one glance? Yeah, this is our reality. How many of us have had to fight for months or even years just to prove ourselves to an industry that treated us unfairly because of our external? It's not even always race. It could really be anything. Maybe to someone, your external reminds them of someone they don't like from their past. Like that Usher song, "You Remind Me of a Girl." They may not even take the chance to get to know you, and that may just be their loss. I'm sure you're really amazing. So this word external it's another loaded one. I could go on forever. External hard drives. I mean, the external of a CPU is nothing like the inside. So again, with that being said, the externals of life are great. Going to the tropics, seeing the palm trees, or heading somewhere and staring at the mountain is really beautiful. Or, looking at a nice fruit platter. But if you got anything from today's word, I hope you got that the external is not everything. Look within. Don't base a career choice off of the external that is presented, because you may waste a lot of years and money down the line. And by that point, you'll most likely be very wise about judging based on the external. So always look within. All right, everyone. So that is going to be all for today's word. If this video echoed in your spirit, please like the video and become a subscriber to the page, because I really want to continue and do this again. If you have any questions or thoughts, share them in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to read them and engage with you. So once more, external is today's word. Just remember, appreciate the external of everything, but remember that the depth comes from the internal of every single thing in person. Thank you for listening. Like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot, and have a blessed day or night wherever you are. Peace.